What it do, y'all? We is back.
We made it.
Smoke Dog.
What up?
What number this is, folks?
44.
Before we get that, guess who we got back in here with us?
It ain't them German folks. Is
Oh, Lord. We got the goddamn Germans back. What's going on, Germans?
Doing pretty good, man. We had people don't know this, but we have had a lot of discussion before we even started this recording, and we have something that I wanted to bring up with you right after you pronounce our number. So let's do that first. How about this? We got 124. Right. It's already in the chat. Please tell us how 124 sounds in German.
Okay, may I go first?
Go ahead.
All right, so it's 124 for them, and this is episode...
Absolutely.
44 for us. All right, hey, guys.
Believe it or not, we were still as far off as before. It's exactly 80. It's always been 80, except for that one time when we released them in reverse order.
Correct. All right, let's go.
Right.
And I must remind you, don't expose the business. We'll leave it at that.
Yes.
And I want you guys to know that I think that I have a better success rate when pronouncing these long-ass German words.
I don't think so.
There's no reason for a German word to have a Q, a X, and a Z right next to it. There's no reason for that.
Wait, a Q, an X, and a Z right next to one another? That doesn't happen.
I'm not sure if that happens.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm being...
All right, go ahead.
That sounds more French to me than anything else. Although they will have all the vowels.
Easy.
All
you got an easy one
It's
today.
in the chat. Let me see your phone. All right, so the way you pronounce this...
I can't go out.
We'll see.
Is it in there?
You put it in the Trash Talkers?
Yes. It's in Trash Talkers chat.
All right, the way... Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. But y'all got to give me credit here now. The past few times y'all have done that, I think I have had a better pronunciation than Smokey.
We'll judge that. So you both do it, and then we'll judge who's better.
Was that like a humble brag?
Kinda. All right.
No, it wasn't very humble.
It was just a brag.
Yeah.
All right. 124.
See,
Smokey, your turn.
Two-thirds of that.
Don't say anything yet.
Okay.
Smokey, your turn first.
124.
So Hollywood was pretty good, except your intonation was a bit bad, and you should know by now that it's not 100 but 100.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, right? Like
100.
Two-thirds.
That's what you were correct.
But
yes.
Two-thirds of that whole thing have been the exact same as last time, because it's still 120 something.
I'm gonna text you how it's pronounced.
And
so there's no reason for you to get stuff that you've known before wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna text it to you right now.
Well, while he's texting that, guys, we want to welcome everybody back to the 44th episode of the Trash Talk Podcast, and we want to welcome y'all back to the 124th episode of the Trash Talk Podcast on the German side. Guys, we are in for a treat today, and not only but you are. We got our fellow Germans, and we love talking to these guys, and I know you guys like our conversations that we have together, so you are definitely in for a treat. Hope everyone had a great Halloween. Hope it was safe. Hope you got good candy, and hey, life's good. We're coming up to some Thanksgiving. You guys have Thanksgiving over there?
Yes,
to a degree,
but not as a big thing, really.
Which is why, by the way,
no pilgrims.
No, which is why, by the way, we were proposing to celebrate Thanksgiving with you. JJ can explain to you what we mean while I'm typing.
Oh,
we talked
about that already, didn't we? No, but we have something that is Thanksgiving, because at the end of the day, it's just the harvest festival, basically, right?
Yeah.
It's about the good harvest. Which we also have. It's on a different date. I mean, the Canadian one is on another date. Yeah. There's also
so the idea was basically
football.
That we both could, on actual Thanksgiving, just hang out and watch all the football games together. How about that?
Oh,
on video
Smokey
chat, obviously.
Be down with it, but I'm
unless
down
you
with
want to travel to Germany, man.
So,
the pronunciation is in the chat, by the way.
Right, Alex just sent the proper pronunciation of however you say.
I feel like that's exactly how I said it.
Well,
124.
Yeah,
that's right, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's pretty close. Yeah.
Last time you pronounced the V wrong.
Yeah.
When you read off the German.
Yes.
So the V makes the F sound.
Yes.
24.
Right.
Yeah, and it's not but at the end.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's enough of some German talk. Guys, let's go ahead and get into some trash talking podcasts.
Before we do your regular segments, quick backstory to this. You guys, I'm not gonna let this slide anymore, because in a previous podcast, just a quick, you and Smokey talked about the word extraterrestrial. And what you said in this podcast is that extraterrestrial comes from extra, meaning more, and terrestrial, meaning terrain. So you said extraterrestrial means more ground, as in more Earth, right? That's what you said.
Correct.
Here's my point to this, and I made this in the comments, but you still seem to insist on this. The use of extra in the word extraterrestrial is not an adjective or adverb, it is a prefix. And as a prefix,
you're right.
As a prefix, extra is defined as meaning outside and beyond. And terrestrial comes from terra, meaning earth. Thereby, the word extraterrestrial means beyond earth, not more ground or more terrain.
Or outside of Earth.
What's the prefix of the word pronoun?
Pro.
Right?
Meaning for.
So, exactly.
Okay,
Before.
listen. That makes the opposite of progress.
No, you
Congress,
can't
which
do
is true.
that. You can't do that. No, that you can't have grapes and oranges and eat both. You can't do that. Because it's
I can make a hella fruit salad, man. You know? No, okay, keep going. Yeah, keep going.
All right, let me for people out there who haven't heard it. This is how people say aliens come from outer space. You guys know I'm on the borderline of being a flat earther and a rounder. Now, in the flat earth society, or I apologize for saying flat earth society because we all know that's a shill, but in the flat earth community, we don't think aliens come from space. We think that they come from where we live. There's extra land that we have not discovered. So if you take the word extra terrestrial, the root word being terra, which means earth, which means ground, which means terrain. Okay, now
which
you
means
take
earth,
yeah.
Okay, now let's take the prefix of that, which is extra. Literally extra, which means more. So extra terrestrial, more earth.
Yeah, Hollywood. Okay, here's the thing where that is wrong. Extra as a prefix does not mean more. Extra as an adjective means more. In this case, it is a prefix. Thereby, it does not mean more.
Okay, listen. What does the word extraordinary mean?
That's my exact example, by the way.
That was your example.
Yeah, extraordinary.
It doesn't mean more
Beyond
normal.
Beyond ordinary.
Okay, beyond our earth.
Yeah.
Yes, beyond
which is
our
beyond
earth.
what we know.
Yes.
At
yes,
that point,
At
that point, it just boils down to how you define the earth.
Yeah.
Exactly. You guys are kind of agreeing,
and if you define,
but arguing semantics.
Yes, yeah, but that's because believing in the flat Earth is lunacy, and we have discovered the entirety of planet Earth.
The moon.
Yes, that is actually
true.
I
knew that was.
And we have this,
moon sickness.
So yes, an extraterrestrial would come from a planet or not from the planet Earth, which we have discovered in basically its entirety.
If you assume the flat Earth were true,
yes,
and you define anything within that ice wall as the Earth,
yes,
then anything from outside there would in fact though be extraterrestrial.
Yes,
be extra, exactly. Just quick question for you, Alex. Do you think we landed on the moon?
Yes.
Okay, then that's the end of this conversation, because there's no, I'm serious, because you can, and guys, we're not going to make this whole thing about flat Earth and space.
Please don't.
We're not. We're going to end it here shortly. But what I'm going to say is you can't even fathom the idea of a flat plane that we live on if you think that we landed on the moon. You can't fathom it.
No, you can't.
Right. So because you don't believe we landed on the moon,
yes, of course we believe it.
I'm sorry, but you
he just said it
think
wrong.
we landed on the moon. We can't have that conversation.
Okay,
because
listen, doesn't the flat Earth model also include a moon?
Inside of a firmament.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm sorry, what language? Hollywood. You are talking insanity here. That's all I can really say about
I know
this.
it. Listen, just do some research, okay? Just do some research.
Hollywood, you need to stop.
I love how people
Hollywood,
who make irrational arguments
I'm sorry.
do some research.
Listen, it's really fun to talk about this.
You really believe that our first time putting human beings on lunar soil, you really believe the very first time that they did that, they got on the rover, did donuts, and played golf on the first time attempting this? You really believe that?
They did play golf? Did they?
It might happen the first time, but yeah.
Okay,
it was no.
These guys had years and years of training in anti-gravity chambers.
The astronauts trained, and they had test flights with animals.
Yeah.
They started with fruit flies, by the way.
Yes.
First animal in space, as opposed to what most people think.
We pretty much knew how physics behaved up there, yeah.
Right. All right. But they had. You know what, guys? Welcome back to the Trash Talk Podcast. Let's go ahead and get on with this.
Smokey, you got a lot of work to do, man.
If anyone is still watching at this point, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna get off this topic. We'll talk about that again. But
and for God's sake, leave us a comment.
Right. Before we get started, everybody hit that subscribe button, not only for us, but for these guys in Germany as well. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share, all those good things.
Yes.
Let's get into some segments. Smoke Dog.
What up?
What is going on in the terrible state of Florida?
Can we go ahead and start playing Florida or Germany?
No.
Do they have a Germany?
We decided
We
not
have
to
a Germany.
Yeah,
we don't
it
have a German
exists.
story.
We
I
decided not
think
to be
that maybe is-
associated with Florida.
That may be a segment in the future, though.
Okay, listen.
Where
I'm
I
very
just
willing to
label-
guess.
or I could
Yeah.
just bring up something crazy that
Yeah.
happened, and
We
you
guess
guys
if it's
could
Germany or
guess
Florida,
if
yeah.
it happened in
Ooh,
Germany or
that's a
Florida.
good idea.
That's a good idea.
By
Let's
the
do
way,
that.
Alex, you
Yes.
left, and JJ had a good idea, actually. He said, when we're doing this, instead of doing a
Oh, yeah.
OMG, oh my Georgia, and a
Mhm.
WTF,
Yeah.
what the Florida
Gee,
We'll do
would
it
be
on
oh
my
my
Germany.
Germany. That's a
Yes.
good idea.
I see-
it
The
is.
thing is, we
Which
just
guy?
don't have anywhere near the amount of insanity going on as you do in Florida or Georgia,
I
probably.
would argue that point.
I would too.
But let's
No.
get into this. This comes from the New York Post.
All right.
Florida man groped Disney World princess as his wife sat next to him.
All right, y'all, I'm out this bitch. Hell no, he is not groping Cinderella.
Was that
He
Florida
did.
man? Was that Florida man by any chance like 7 years old? If not, then that's pretty inexcusable. I don't know.
Wait,
he had a
he
wife.
definitely
Yeah.
was
He
not
has a wife. So yeah, then no.
7.
Okay.
Then we have some
Florida
other
man was
issues here.
busted. Florida man was busted for groping a Disney World princess while his wife was sitting right next to them, according to an arrest affidavit. Brian Sherman, age 51, allegedly grew excited at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom on Saturday, telling the cast member he loved her princess character,
Oh,
who was
Lord.
his favorite, according to the document from the Orange County Sheriff's Office. The Orlando native then sat down with the costumed staffer between him and his wife, reaching across her shoulder to grope her right breast, according to the document. The defendant cupped the victim's right breast with his right, I don't know why we need this detail, but
Yeah,
with his right
but that's-
forefinger and thumb.
My dude is 51 years old and obsessed with Disney princesses.
See, the thing is that that's probably just what it said in the police reports. They're
Yeah.
basically just transcribing half the police reports, so
Yeah.
that they don't have
Yes.
to do any of their own
It is.
writing. Do we have just for context? Do we know what princess that was?
Oh, you
That's
wanna
what
know?
I was
That's
just about to
what,
ask.
no, the story does not say.
What's
because
your
that
favorite
Eric-
Disney princess, JJ?
See, what?
What's your favorite Disney princess?
Ooh, that's an interesting
The
question.
fact that you
Oh,
don't,
that's easy
the
for
fact
me.
that you don't
That's
say,
easy for me.
what is it?
No, JJ, what's yours?
So the thing is, I actually didn't watch any of the
What
Disney
is this
movies,
place?
all the princess movies,
Y'all
so-
taking this
Pick
question
an adult
seriously?
one, for God's sake, please.
What the hell?
Dude, I Ariel would get it all day long.
But she wasn't an adult, right?
She's the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
damn, she wasn't
little.
Yeah. I was going to say Pocahontas.
Oh,
but
Pocahontas. Can
Okay,
get it
listen.
too.
The real world Pocahontas was very underage, and the entire relationship was not
Probably so.
nearly as consensual as the movie makes it seem. Okay, that's actually
Yeah.
What is y'all yapping about right now? Y'all seriously discussing Disney princesses now? I was
Do
expecting.
y'all know?
I was expecting
y'all
an answer
know-
from everybody to be like, what Disney? We don't watch Disney princesses. That's the gay. No, y'all
Look,
like, no, no.
do y'all know what? Do y'all know what the word ebonics means?
yes,
Yeah.
we've talked about this before as well.
Yes. We've had
Hollywood.
this conversation.
Less drunk, more memory. Okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
do you guys know about the N-word?
Look,
Yes,
there's
Hollywood
a-
even
there's
once
a-
allowed me to say it. He once gave me the pass. I can now say
Yeah, I
it.
gave him the
Yeah.
permission, and
Yeah.
I'm not even fully
Uh-huh.
black.
Yeah.
But listen, one of the best rap lines ever. This guy said, "I'm talking to Pocahontas using straight up ebonics." That was dope.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
For the sake of this conversation and defending myself, I will say I am going by the the supposed age of the Pocahontas princess. That
He's
was
finna
used
pick the
in
Wicked
his-
Witch.
Yeah.
And the Wicked Witch was hot. What are you talking about?
The Wicked Witch was hot. And first of all, that wasn't Disney. That was Wizard.
So what is up
Okay,
with
well,
y'all, broski?
It was a
man?
joke either way, so we didn't need that.
Oh,
that was,
bruh.
pontification.
I
but-
sure do hope so.
Anyway,
Ah.
Sherman was booked into the Orange County Jail on a battery charge before being released on a $500 bond. He did not respond to a request for comment.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, Sherman, go to hell.
Yeah, what do y'all think about this?
Florida, man, I don't even know. See, you could have
He's a
just told me
pedo,
that.
right? I mean, allegedly.
Well,
No.
I would assume that if you work in a Disney theme park, you're probably not
you're not a minor. No.
Specifically,
I mean,
technically,
okay, so-
pedophilia, attraction to prepubescent children.
Yes, prepubescent. That
Yes.
means before the age of
Okay,
what, like
but-
12,
It
13?
means before puberty. That's what it means.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not gonna be working.
So,
He's a
to
creep.
skew the
Yes.
whole conver-
Yeah.
To skew the whole conversation just a little bit,
And he's also
I
not
think
very smart about it when
for
his
you
wife
to
is sitting
see
right there.
a character who plays to a very immature audience and feel like this is someone that I would love to
That's not true.
get intimate with.
That's not true.
That's the entire community of those Asian cartoons that everyone loves.
Oh, that's
exactly. And not only that, Selena Gomez,
Mhm,
she's of age, and she's hot as hell.
mhm.
But she plays to a young.
Oh, is that an
audience.
exception, Hollywood?
Why are we having this
I
conversation?
have no
Because-
idea. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Because
I don't
you
understand life
because
anymore.
you because you guys decided to take the Disney princess debate for real.
no,
For real.
what we
Okay, listen. Pedophilia means attraction to children. It does not mean that you're attracted to characters that appeal to children. If that's a
Right,
grown-ass
and not
woman,
only-
you're still a creep. You're still a creep for groping her because obviously not cool.
well,
but, you're not a pedo.
exactly. Not exactly.
Allow my rebuttal real quick. This guy probably is a pedo.
I agree, and not exactly.
Allegedly.
That's not a well-funded
Allegedly.
argument.
For the record,
Let me
Smokey,
reboot your
this is a-
factual statement. Allegation.
This is a story that came from Smokies, Florida. But here's something that's crazy if you ask me. Let's say you have a female and she's of age. Let's say she's 25 years of age and you're attracted to this girl, but she looks like she's 13. To me, that's just as
I think so.
that's
Just
creepy.
as bad.
yeah. If she looks
If
young,
you're attracted to an immature look,
or immature brain, to me, you have to have if I can't have an intelligent adult conversation with you, or you're just like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them all today.
Hollywood.
Like-
Yeah,
You don't.
he
You
makes
don't,
a fair point.
You didn't really
What?
just talk about intelligent adult conversation when we just got off Flat Earth, bro. You did not
I-
just do.
First of all, you two are still in college. I actually
Yes.
graduated college.
Oh, congratulations!
Sir.
That's good. That's good.
What are you trying to
Yes.
say about my intelligence? Smokey has what? He's got me beat by 8 points in an IQ. So we're highly intelligent, and actually, I just say outlandish stuff. That's
Have you ever took the Mensa test?
that's true. I did.
Oh, did you?
What?
Did you pass
I
or
scored
did you?
the
Did
Mensa
you?
test.
Did you
No,
get to
I
join
scored a
Mensa?
138.
Alright.
I scored a
Because we were
138. I
thinking.
needed a 140.
Okay, we were thinking about doing that next year. Actually, there's one going down around here, so we were thinking about taking that test.
I am not smart enough to join Mensa.
right.
Well, I mean,
I'll go ahead and put myself out there. I'm not gonna brag. I mean, I've met people who I outwitted easily who would claim, "Oh, I have a 168 IQ."
That means nothing.
I'm not gonna be pretentious about it. I failed the Mensa test.
Fair enough. I mean, it's a hard test, but I definitely want
It
to
is.
I do definitely want to try it. So we were thinking about doing that because I think in April it was right. Next April is one
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
which we wanted to go to and take that test. So
I mean,
maybe
I did get a 153 in a regular, quote unquote, regular IQ test, but
long time
whatever that
ago
means.
and again
in
just
a
pure
long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
And like you said, Hollywood, general IQ, this number doesn't mean much in practice.
It really
that
doesn't.
is true.
No,
Yeah, see,
really
evidently
doesn't.
can still believe in bullshit.
Like
but
Flat
Lamar Jackson's a
Moving
genius.
on.
I was just about to say that.
Lamar Jackson did bad on the Wonder Lake, by the way.
Yes.
But again,
We were
that's
discussing
something
that
actually. Yeah, I've gotten heat for that. Because I said in the beginning, he is not the brightest bulb. He scored bad on the Wonder Lake, but right now we're seeing that he sat down for 2 years. He learned his playbook the best possible way, and now he's balling out. So there you go.
He's a physical freak.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
beast. Let's not make this whole thing about football.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
could.
We just
mean,
started
you
talking
both.
about-
Yeah. Anything else you guys got for the WTF?
I gotta explain this if you want that. We can move on to the next one. Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Because
do that.
y'all wanted
Guys,
y'all wanted us to pick and explain this, so I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna send it to you in the Trash Talk chat. Because
Alright.
I had to pick it. You made me pick it out on the spot, so it's a very famous picture that everyone has probably saw. It's
what is it? I
Yeah.
can't currently access my Discord because
I'll
of the
show you.
recording, and I have not
send
actually seen this.
and that's it. Yes, it's in the Trash Talk chat. You should be able
Wait,
to find it.
we've already done this.
You've already done this? Okay.
We've
That's
already,
too bad.
Oh, we have done.
we've
that
already
one.
done this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you made me pick one on the spot, so I just googled mysterious pictures actually. So I've seen this before,
Alright,
but
so
okay. So you want to do it
Yeah.
again? Let's do it.
Me
Why
and
not?
Smokey have already done it
Yeah.
and went in depth, but we're curious to hear your synopsis of this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So generally, when you hear stories about this, it's about this picture was taken before Photoshop was a thing, so it can't really be photoshopped or nothing. It could totally have later been photoshopped, but allegedly this figure that's falling from the ceiling was not noticed by anyone. It was not there when the picture was taken. They only later noticed it when the film was developed. And my explanation to that is because I tend towards rational explanations, that photography technology back in the day was not very good, and bugs and glitches like that tended to show up on a lot of film when they ended up being developed, and that is the most likely explanation to this one, and it just happened to look like a man falling from the ceiling.
This doesn't just. It looks very
Double
much like.
exposure.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks very much like it's actually a person. So
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe
that's
like
what it does.
a different picture kind of bled into this one or something.
Maybe
Yeah.
that.
yeah, but what would
from
the other
film
person in the different picture be doing? Is he just like
Standing with
is
his
that what he's doing?
standing with his arms up and the picture
It's
and the
flipped.
camera being flipped.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ruin everybody here because after me and Smokey did our explain this on this, that picture has actually been debunked.
Oh, it has. Okay.
Oh, I haven't heard this.
Yeah.
What did they say?
It actually has been photographed. The picture where you see the people sitting at the table in their new house, that's the official picture.
Yeah.
But that picture was photoshopped. I want to say 2010 or 2011. But yes, it has been proven to be debunked.
So it's just an
that
urban
is-
That takes
legend.
all the fun.
That takes
I
all
know,
the fun
I-
out of it. That's true. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but
Alright.
I couldn't sit here and just let us just continue to lie when
Yeah,
I
fair
know
enough.
facts.
That's fair enough. That's
Well,
a good
the
point.
speculation is not a lie,
Yeah.
technically, but
I mean,
You know what?
that's specifically what it was.
Right.
so-
But you know what? That's crazy that you brought that up. And the reason I say that is because that kind of bleeds into our topic. So Smoke Dog, let's get into some good old-fashioned trash talk.
Booyah! We got it
Yeah.
right this
So
time.
the reason I say that tied in is because that's kind of deja vu. We did that before.
Actually, Hollywood, before Deja Vu, because the topic, let's do our facts of the week before that.
Oh, we're doing
Okay,
our facts of the
fine.
week before that.
So we can have the open discussion after that. How about that?
Well, my
Okay.
phone sucks.
All
Oh,
right,
you know
we
what?
all
I
have
have
to
a
this.
I have a fact that you guys. probably
Do
don't know, but
you
go
guys
ahead.
want to start then, or
no. Well, I will go last because I haven't looked up a fact yet.
Yeah, you guys go
JJ,
first.
let's go. You can
Okay,
start.
this one is very simple, but I think this is vaguely intriguing.
All right.
Okay, look at this thing that I'm currently holding in the camera.
Yeah.
This is a prop from the next podcast. That's all I'm going to say.
Wait, hold on. Let me put this on widescreen so I can see
I
this.
hate you.
Mhm.
I hate you.
Oh, come on.
I hate you. Is it a
You li-
tampon? That's what it
No,
looks like.
it's-
You
It's a
literally
tampon.
you can't tell what it is the thing.
It's the
which is why it's fun.
It's gonna be used in our next podcast in some way or
the
another,
hell?
and
like a
you'll
joint.
never figure it
It
out
does.
because it's completely different in every single way. It doesn't make sense what he's doing. It's just an insider reference, so don't even think about it. It doesn't make sense. If you don't know
Okay.
what.
See,
exactly.
now
what-
people will have to watch the next podcast to find out what this is all
Yeah,
about.
so that's
Exactly.
it is, of course, true.
Good marketing. Question.
Here's an actual
Question
good
is-
fact. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, what's the fact? Is that your fact of the week?
that's his fact. That's fact because he didn't look for one. He didn't make one up, so he substitutes in bullshit facts that he came up with on the spot.
JJ, you get an F today, sir. You
Hey,
get an
listen,
F for
Hollywood.
this course.
You have come
My
up
fact
with what
is-
5 facts
I'm
so
holding
far,
it up.
and half of them were bad, And I have come up with 123 facts before.
Hold on
all
now.
of
We
which
finna
also
start
probably 5
joining.
or
We
so
can
are
do
bad.
this.
This one was
Oh,
terrible.
get 'em.
You can do this now. You
Get
ain't calling me out, 'cause I can call you out if you want me to.
But this one was just terrible. I'm not going to defend JJ on that one at all. But here's a good fact, and I'm not sure if everyone knew this, but unborn babies can actually, at some points, kick hard enough to break their mother's ribs.
Oh, that's fun.
No
And
way.
that has happened
Wow.
before. Yes, that's fun.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of unborn
babies.
babies.
We were going for...
Bruh.
What were you gonna say, JJ?
Well, I was going to bring up the fact that the skull does not connect down the center when the baby is born, so it can actually squeeze through, well, you know.
Yeah.
So it can squeeze out the mother, and that actually only grows together, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks after the child is born.
Right. Well, what I was gonna say is just off of the fact of the week, but what do you guys think about late term abortion? Like,
How late?
it's legal now to where you can have an abortion at eight months.
Oh hell no. That's a no-no.
It's very hard to find the exact point.
Once there's a brain and nervous system
Yeah.
formed, abortion is a no-no. And that's why
I agree.
And that's by the way why I can't really take a stance pro or against abortion in general, because we talked about this, we had this discussion, but there is no clear line to where the capability of sentience happens, so the nervous system and the brain is formed. Generally, before that, yes. After that, no. So there's no clearly defined line for that. So I can't take a stance on yes or no. But 8 months, that's way in the no.
It's legal now.
You know, I can build off of that fact. There was actually a petition started a few years back to have abortions up to 9 months after birth.
Shut up.
Actually,
How do you have an
birth?
abortion after birth?
What?
After
So we're
birth.
gonna only assign a person human rights once he's like 10 months old?
I mean, of course, it didn't gain much traction, and it didn't come to pass. Of course,
That's crazy.
but
That's
this
called
was
adoption.
a petition that someone actually started, and
Okay. Yeah, that's insane.
that had some signatures of some sort.
All right. Let me get on to my fact. That's crazy, Smokey.
Yeah, that is insane.
That's crazy.
I believe we call that murder.
Yeah, that's called murder.
Yeah, that's
that
what
is-
I was thinking.
That is definitely murder.
All right, so my fact of the week. Okay, everybody, let me ask everyone here. What is the fastest animal on Earth?
The fastest animal, that's probably
It's
Land
it's,
animal?
bird.
No, it's
Land
actually
animal.
the
fastest
cheetah.
land animal on Earth is what?
land animal. So
cheetah.
not
Land
talking about
animal.
a bird. It's a cheetah. Yeah. Other
Yeah,
than that, it's a
cheetah.
peregrine
It's a cheetah.
falcon. It's
That's
a peregrine
correct.
falcon.
All right.
Not, yeah.
Did you know? And first of all, a cheetah can run up to 75 miles an hour. But did you know when they run, only 1 foot hits the ground at a time? There's
Only
never more
yeah.
than 1 foot hitting
They
the
don't
ground
do
at
the
a time.
gallop. They just do the
It's
alternating.
1 foot per.
Yeah.
per
It doesn't really
that's
surprise me,
crazy.
but I didn't know that.
But yeah, cats do that too. Just domesticated.
I mean, they
cats.
are. I was also
Yeah, they'll walk and they'll put their hind leg will always step in the same spot as their front leg on either side, so to leave more confusing tracks.
Right.
Cats
I
have
just
to do
didn't
that,
know
yeah.
that it was 1 foot at a time. Like I thought
I
they
didn't
might
know
have had
that
like
either.
1 or 2, or 2 or 3 at one point. But
I
no,
thought
it's only
two.
one.
Actually. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
One
That's
foot.
interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool.
What you got, Smokey?
That was my fact. That there
Man,
was a
shut
petition
your
started.
fact face.
Really? Nah,
says-
come on. Now.
Yeah, you don't like that one?
That was your
Hey,
fact,
come on.
bro?
He only had the second worst fact this week.
That was really your fact.
And I have no internet to search anything.
Come on, give me some. Give me some in your personal life or something.
There was a rumor started that the Earth would be out of helium by the year of
Yeah.
2002.
That's a
Yeah.
rumor, not a fact.
No,
Yeah.
well, that was
Well,
the
yeah,
fact
but the
that it was
fact-
spread.
Yeah.
Oh,
The fact is that there was a rumor about that. Yeah, that is true.
Yes,
Oh,
Correct.
interesting.
helium.
that was the weakest.
That
fact
was
of the week
terrible.
ever.
JJ, no,
it was
actually,
better than
JJ.
JJ's fact. It was better than JJ's fact. Absolutely.
Yeah, JJ just holded up a piece of plastic and was like, "Here's my fact."
And we've
My
had
fact is this thing
facts
exists.
Okay.
that were worse.
This is not plastic.
It's not plastic. It relates to next week's podcast. You will see it when you'll see it.
Okay,
We've
I
had-
have an alternate fact. Then I'm wearing a
Oh,
hat.
no lies, no lies.
no!
No,
Is
we
it
don't do
like
lies
fake
here.
news alternate fact? What is
I
it?
will-
Give-
It's not-
let's
that's not
hear
the first
fact.
time we've made
Okay,
that joke.
Let's hear the fact. Let's hear the fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. All right, guys. Anything else for the fact of the week?
No, if y'all don't have any more, that's our facts.
Didn't Smokey
All
just
right,
say he
so
had
we-
one?
I don't know.
Well, that was a
Yeah,
statement.
I had a
Yeah? Well, let's hear
brain
it.
fart.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Cool.
I got nothing, guys.
Well, with that
Okay,
being said,
great, awesome.
if we're gonna get into some good old TT, then we have to bring it in properly. So, Smokey, once again,
Yes.
let's get into some
Good.
old-fashioned trash talk. What the?
Booyah.
That was messed
I
up
said
all the way
trash.
through.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
better. Let's keep it
Yo,
rolling.
yeah.
All right,
Person talking.
let's talk about Vuja Day, Deja Vu. What else did you call it?
Oh, Deja Vu.
You called it something else, right?
No, there are alternates to Deja Vu, but
Yeah.
we'll get into that as it comes
Yeah.
up.
All right. So
It's-
tell me
it's
what
Deja
you
Vu.
guys. What do you guys think about the whole?
Well,
Deja
it's
Vu?
first of all, it's Deja Vu. It translates from the French, meaning seen before, and it was proposed by a viewer to us to talk about. And I thought that might be a good idea to do with the both of you, specifically because I expect Hollywood to have insane theories on it,
Well,
such as previous.
Wait a
lives.
minute. Hold on. First of all, shout out that viewer. You need to
Yeah.
give him props. Do you know his name?
Yes.
Go ahead, shout him out.
No.
Hey, whoever
guy.
the viewer is who suggested this, that just shows you
Yes.
how much your trash talkers love you. They don't even know your name.
I
We know
don't-
his name.
Hollywood. I'm gonna say all this. I know his name. I know him personally. I'm not gonna call him out.
Is it Sergey?
No, I'm not. No, it's not Sergey. I'm not gonna call anyone's personal names out here. Okay. That's,
Well, no,
that's
you
all.
say a screen.
No.
Well, you know who you are. How about
We
that?
know. Yeah.
Sergey is probably flabbergasted right now that I know who he is.
Yeah.
And why does all my ideas have to be insane? Why can't I be the
I
rational
just.
person?
Because
I
that's not
don't
fun.
know. Why can't you?
Yeah. Why can't you try it? Okay. What do you have? What do you have as theory?
Oh, so wait, y'all want to hear my take on Deja
How
Vu?
is
Ah,
Deja
yes. Let's get into it.
Conspiracy. Tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, first of all, y'all are putting words in my mouth. I never. Oh, you know what? I can share a story with y'all though.
Go ahead.
I experienced Deja Vu yesterday, as a matter of fact.
All right.
I told you guys that I started a new job.
Yeah.
And what we do is we put belts, like really thick belts for rock quarries, any place that needs an industrial size belt,
Yeah.
conveyor belt. So we went out there and I rode with my owner. When I got there, when we pulled in, I saw 2 trucks and he said, yeah, this place is this big and over there they do this and over there they do that. And I swear to God, I have been there before. I remember him saying, yeah, this goes there. I remember the 2 trucks being over there, and I remember a belt being involved. So that's kind of I didn't even think about that until now, but that's crazy that y'all brought up the topic of Deja Vu, and I experienced it extremely heavily yesterday. So interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So do you have a theory on the origin of it, or like the meaning of it, if you will?
All I
if you
think
there is
Deja
one?
Vu is my thing. Here's my theory. I already know y'all are gonna talk down on me because for some reason
let's
I'm the
hear it, let's
laughing
hear it.
stock of the trash
Let's hear it.
talkers.
Let's hear
I
it.
don't
I'm
know
gonna
why.
give you a fair. I'm
don't
gonna
know
give you a
why.
fair shot on because you're making yourself one often enough. But I'm gonna give you a fair shot on any new topic.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's
go
what
ahead.
makes it so great, though.
Yeah.
That's why we do these podcasts.
That I'm the laughing. You know what? This might be my last trash talk episode. Now that I know that I'm the laughing stock.
Hollywood, right now, your
But-
chance to redeem yourself. Say something rational, and I will give you props.
Okay, here's my rationalization of the deja vu phenomenon. What I think is going on is the human brain. Smokey, you can vouch for me because you're big into psychology.
Mm-hmm.
But the human brain, you have either dreamed something, or there being, which is proven, a parallel universe close to ours, extremely close to ours, that you have either dreamed or it has happened into a parallel universe that is closer to our universe, to where when you actually, because this is, I don't know if it's been proven, but it's been said by lots of scientists, Neil deGrasse Tyson, lots of scientists, that what we are doing right now, this podcast, Smokey's sitting there, I'm sitting here, you guys are over there. This is happening in another universe, down to that pause right there.
As a matter of
This
fact,
is happening.
infinitely many times.
Yeah,
with,
many
Right.
more
This
theory.
is this
infinitesimally
Exactly.
small differentiations. Yes.
right. So that's my interpretation of deja vu. That this this happened somewhere in an alternate timeline in a different parallel universe, and it's finally coming to my universe, my timeline, and now it's like, wait a minute, this seems familiar. This seems like I've been here before. But in all reality, you haven't been here. It was in your other timeline or your other parallel universe, and now it's right here in front of my face.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? You said.
I just need to know, was that rational or not?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That was very rational. To the most part, it was pretty rational. I at one part I wanted to throw up a little when you said that parallel universes are proven, but then you corrected yourself, saying that they're
not proven. No, they're an accepted
theory.
That's not true.
It's a popular theory. No, they're not proven. They're not scientifically proven. But their existence isn't.
You can't. It's by nature, you really can't prove it.
You also can't prove what happened before the Big Bang. It's not possible. Physics doesn't really allow it.
I thought that there was a proof that there was at least 13 other parallel universes.
No, that's dimensions.
Dimensions. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Dimensions universe is separate thing.
But yeah, other than that, you said a very rational thing, and I think the most rational thing you said was in the beginning when you said you might have dreamed it, because that's the most. It's the most rational because it's the most.
It happens too often. To dream something of a place that you've never been so exactly for it to happen.
Well, closely represented.
I think I've heard a couple different ideas, and they are definitely simpler than the ones that Hollywood said, but let's put it that way.
Yes.
I don't hate it.
Absolutely. I expected you to say something way more crazy, like talking about past lives and stuff and that sort of thing.
I mean, oh God, we can go deep on this, but go ahead.
And you said you approached it from a scientific perspective, looking at the human brain and the functions of the human brain. So deja vu is an effect that the brain creates. I like the dream theory because most of the dreams that you actually do have, one does not remember consciously; they're subconscious. And certain things we know also that is proven that certain occurrences can trigger subconscious memories or subconscious experiences. And so that's a theory that's at least somewhat feasible, and I do at least like it and would consider
it. Okay. Let me ask you a question, Alex. Do you believe in any conspiracies?
Well,
do you think any? Well, what I'm asking is do you take the face value of everything that you're being told?
No, absolutely not.
Give me an example of something you don't take face value of.
Without being controversial here.
No, I want controversy.
Please tell me you're thinking the thing I was just thinking.
I don't know.
I think we're here for the controversy.
Yes.
The fact that the foreign policies of the United States have the best interest in mind for the rest of the world, democracy, freedom, and all that. I'm having none of it.
Okay, come on. No one believes that.
What did you want to use?
That's elementary.
Yeah, we're talking about aliens, chemtrails, and flat Earth. And
I'm not buying. Yeah, that stuff I'm not buying, obviously. But what were you saying, JJ?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily something that I believe.
It's mostly political things.
But I was about to say something that's definitely a very popular idea that I can't absolutely disagree with is the whole 9/11 thing.
Okay.
Explain.
Ooh, okay,
go ahead. But I'm glad you brought that up. Go ahead.
Again, I'm not saying it definitively is that way, but there is definitely people that have suggested that there might have been government involvement in 9/11, or specifically government agencies,
or to a degree,
demonetization coming right up.
Increase their funding and also their control over the population,
or at least to the very least, not direct involvement, but definitely prior suspicion that was not.
Okay, listen. The U.S. government gave Al-Qaeda weapons. That much is proven fact.
Yeah, of course. There was articles in the 90s written about the great freedom fighter Osama bin Laden in the United States. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So it is
just fun fact.
Because it was anti-Soviet at that point.
The Bushes were friends at one point, but go ahead.
Because he was anti-Soviet, obviously, in Afghanistan, and so the United States pushed that stuff up, obviously.
So I'm not saying that 9/11 was an inside job, but I'm saying I'm not entirely discounting the possibility that it might have been.
No.
Have you looked into Tower 7?
Tower 7?
As far as I know, there was only 2.
I've heard of it, yeah.
No.
Wow.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on. You just brought up something good, Smokey. JJ, how many buildings went down in 9/11?
I mean, I primarily know of the two towers. I know there's a
The two
third
towers?
plane that crashed somewhere in a field.
Yeah, there was
On the
one
way to Washington,
aimed at
but-
the Pentagon.
Well,
All right,
okay,
also hit
we
the
don't know that know that it was aimed at the Pentagon. We
Yeah.
only know that it flew to Washington.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
We
Right,
don't know
okay, let
what
me ask you-
No,
it
no,
was supposed to
it
be.
hit the Pentagon.
Yeah.
I've been there. It hit the
Okay.
Pentagon.
All right, look, maybe I asked the question wrong. JJ, how many buildings in New York were affected in 9/11? How many buildings?
I mean, I assume because the towers were
Like
relatively
a
large
bunch.
that there was a lot of collateral damage.
Yeah.
But they
How
flew
How
the
many
planes
buildings
into
were
those two
hit by
towers.
planes?
well,
Two.
the
Two. All right, let me ask Smokey. How many
What?
buildings
I mean,
were
hold on.
affected in
Hold on.
9/11 in New York?
Five.
Affected.
5.
Mm-hmm.
You know about Tower 7.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know about Tower 7?
I mean, I've heard of it, but a building actually being hit by a plane was the two towers in New York.
Well, okay, I have to go to my dictionary over here, my thesaurus over here. You know about Tower 7.
Yes.
They said that was a part of 9/11.
Yes.
Did they say a plane hit it?
No.
What did they say was the reason for it
It
causing?
fell from collateral damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of Tower 7?
Mm.
Oh, is that the one that looks
I
like a
wanna say
controlled
I have.
detonation? Because that
Yes,
was probably
exactly.
just rubble hitting it or something like that.
No, sir. That is a controlled demolition. 100%.
You gotta
If
show
you
me
look at
video.
that video,
Are you gonna say the line now that everyone says? Please,
What's the line?
the stereotypical jet fuel can
That-
now still.
Oh no.
Are we gonna go there?
I understand where y'all are coming from. Yes, the building 1 and 2, I understand. Yes, we saw planes hit it. I understand 100%.
Yeah.
But Tower 7, that is where things start to get a little weird. And
Not
the
sure
reason
I've
I
seen
say
that
that, man, the fact that you know about 9/11 and don't know about Tower 7, that kind of throws me off.
I think
a
I've
little bit.
heard it before, but
I mean, probably
the
tangentially.
thing is,
but-
I don't really actively invest. I don't actively invest my time into like those
into
conspiracy
investigating
theories as
conspiracies.
much.
Mhm.
I know there's a lot of conspiracies that I definitely think have some degree of credence, but it's not the like our entire reality is not the
Yeah.
way we think it is. It's
Almost
more
never
the
to the extent.
someone
of,
lied
yeah.
about something. Like
Though simulation theory is actually
it's
exactly
definitely
that,
the
and
most
somewhat,
interesting one.
somewhat sensible.
but also like the second JFK shooter and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
That
There
like,
was definitely 2 shooters. There was more than one shooter in the JFK.
Yeah, I believe that.
100%.
I believe there was definitely someone else involved.
yeah, like
for
that
sure.
stuff I can get behind,
Yeah.
right? But not like the our Earth is flat.
No,
That's
no, not that stuff.
No,
Mhm.
but Tower 7, you guys, this is your homework for tonight. Look into that.
Okay.
That's
okay. Listen,
kinda
it already
weird.
is tonight. Okay,
We'll do. Our
I might do it
homework for
tomorrow
You know
morning.
Whenever. Yeah. I will look into it.
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean.
Because for us, like the 9/11 thing, it's just you kind of tangentially aware of it. It's not too close to us because it just didn't happen.
Okay, I
Also,
watch it live on TV. Okay, listen.
Well,
Not live. I don't think it was. It might have not. I think it was live actually when the second tower
yeah.
went down.
For-
They showed it on the
I saw it
children's
live
channel.
on TV.
It is
I
on
did
Children's
too.
channel. On the children's channel.
Yeah,
For real.
like it was such a big news story that they showed it on almost every single channel.
Oh yeah.
My-
Do you
my-
remember where you
My
were at when it
mom,
happened?
like I just
Dude,
came out of
you know.
kindergarten, right? My mom turns on the TV to the children's channel, and they showed the fucking attack.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Where were
I was
you
2
at
years old.
when
I wasn't even
the
watching TV
9/11?
then, probably, so I don't remember.
I was coming back to Atlanta from an overnight delivery through Alabama.
You were working?
Yes.
God, I was in 5th grade.
It was my first job out of school. I was coming back. No,
I feel like we're just revealing our age
Yeah.
differences here.
Yeah.
5th
Maybe
grade,
6th
working a
grade.
job,
Yeah.
kindergarten.
No,
yeah.
no, 6th.
This was 2001.
I was in 9th grade. No,
Yeah, that makes more
9th
sense.
grade.
That,
yeah.
that's
I'm
a small
I was
difference,
a
yeah.
few,
Small difference
I
of
was
4
a few
years.
years ahead of you.
I hope it was only
But
4 years
anyway,
difference
I
between
was
fifth
coming
and
back.
ninth grade.
I was coming back from an overnight delivery through Birmingham, and I was listening to 97.5.
The beat.
As a matter of fact, no, 97.5, Hot 97.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah,
7-5.
and they broke in saying there was apparently a plane had hit the World Trade Center, and they were acting like it was an accident at first, and by the time I got back to my job in Decatur, it was all over every news channel, and they were already spouting off that this was a deliberate attack.
So what caused Tower 7 to fall again?
Well, the official explanation was collateral damage from the trade towers falling. The
Rubble.
well, yeah, the rubble, I guess you could say that, and spread out and actually hit the building so hard that it also caused
Do you believe that?
damage. No, not at all.
Okay. Have you seen the video of Tower 7?
Yeah, I want to say I've seen it in the past. Yeah.
Can you
Controlled
send us a
demolition or
video?
not?
I mean, if I had to guess, I would say yeah, it was a controlled demolition. I mean, I can't say 100% on anything because I didn't talk to the conspirators as this was happening or before it happened. So I can't say anything for 100% fact, but I can say that it doesn't make sense, the official definition.
We can,
And
in
there
theory, you can simulate the official explanation and see if it does physically add up. But just because it's
Yeah,
possible,
I mean,
doesn't
there's
necessarily
been
mean it's what
many
happens.
architects have spoken out on the subject, claiming that this doesn't make any sense.
It
at
makes
all.
no sense. If you guys watch that video imploded on itself.
It
That
did.
was a controlled demolition.
It did. Yeah.
I gotta
And
watch
what
it.
makes it so fishy is that it wasn't reported by mainstream news.
Yeah.
You heard about building Tower 1 and Tower 2.
Mhm.
But Tower 7, you kind of had to do your own digging.
Yeah, there's homemade videos of it happening.
Yeah, and when you see it, it literally, dude, we can go down this.
It wasn't on fire.
Yeah.
At the
No,
time
it was
that it
literally
exploded.
a controlled demolition.
I mean, it
To
literally
get
they-
back, yeah. Keep going.
in the peripheral of filming the trade towers and what
Yeah.
happened. Someone actually caught like this building is falling,
Right.
and it just didn't make any sense.
So Hollywood,
I
to get
wanna-
back to your original question about the conspiracy thing, right? There's different levels of conspiracy, and it depends on how much you believe in. On the 9/11 one with the Tower 7 thing, that's somewhere in the middle, where a bit controversial, but there seems to be merit to it. Then there's ones that I will outright deny, such as Flat Earth, which just makes no sense at all. And then there's ones that are completely obvious to anyone but the people who tell the official story. Like Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, right? Obviously not. So
Wait,
that's-
you believe he killed himself?
No, he didn't. Obviously not. That's the official story, but no one believes it because everyone knows that he got murdered to protect pedophiles
All
in high
right,
places.
wait a minute. Hold on. We're going to get into this. I got to take a piss, but we got to get in. Go ahead. Y'all
You guys are very unprofessional, man. We never get up during a recording our podcast.
That's not true.
We barely ever do.
I'm not sure if we've done it during a podcast. You've definitely gotten up in the middle of a video and left.
Yeah, we try not to, though.
Yeah,
So that was
I've
like
done
a
it a few
3-hour
times.
video at least.
Yeah, we try not to, but I've done it a few times
It
myself,
happens.
so I
I mean,
can't say
it definitely works better in this situation because there's three of us, and whether there's three of us or four of us does not seem to make a huge
Yeah.
difference. Although all of a sudden we have rational people here. What's going on?
We had rational people there before. Just not,
Just not exclusively.
no,
I'm usually stuck here holding court by myself while this happens.
dude.
But,
Yeah,
and
I've seen the
explaining-
show. I've
Some
seen
of this flat Earth stuff is just too much, man. I don't even.
I agree.
I mean,
But so can we get back to Deja Vu?
yeah, how about
Absolutely,
that?
that's the topic.
Hold on. Before we get back into Deja Vu,
I just want to give
Make it quick,
a
bro.
skeptical explanation of Deja Vu.
All
I
right.
promise you, I'm going to let you get there.
Does,
I
it,
promise
does,
you.
does
But
our
guys, let me
explanation
just
tie into the
Damn it,
simulation theory?
Oh, I got it. All right, hold on. I want to say something real quick.
All right.
We're going to get back to Deja Vu.
Mhm.
Global warming, guys. True
Yes.
or false?
True.
Alex?
I said it
We
simultaneously.
both said it.
All right. Smoke.
True.
I mean, I do believe the Earth is warming and cooling. It goes through cycles. Yes.
Is it going, are we in a cooling phase or a heating phase?
We're actually in a heating phase,
All right. I was against.
even though scientific speculation before the whole climate change theory came about was that we were headed for an ice age.
Right. I was against global warming. I thought it was a myth.
Mhm.
But what changed my mind on that is, and the reason I bring this up is because we were talking about 9/11. Did you guys know that, you know how everyone talks about chemtrails and contrails and stuff like that? Did you know?
Well,
Well,
you know.
contrails, chemtrails. But did you know that on 9/11, they had to seize all airplanes with between 24 and 48 hours. So no planes in the sky for 28 to 48 hours, right?
Mhm.
All right.
The temperature of the earth drastically went up higher because there were no planes in the sky. Did you know that?
No, I hadn't seen that.
That's a proven fact. And the reason that is because there's no contrails to block the radiation from the sun.
Yeah, I could believe that.
That's what makes me
I mean, I don't know that it would drastic but I do believe that it could have an effect if you're not burning the fuels in the air,
Right.
and it's not creating the greenhouse effect, and it's letting more of the UV radiation escape.
Right.
So I believe that it could change. I don't know about drastically.
Well,
just for
I think
48
20
hours.
degrees. I think they said 20 degrees.
That
What?
seems
No.
like a lot.
Well, Fahrenheit. You gotta think different.
But that's still
It's still a lot. Yes.
That's
no, but-
still a lot.
I think there was a thing where there was a noticeable enough difference that it was detectable at the very least.
Right.
Here's
Well,
the thing,
that
right?
just shows.
There is actually a conspiracy there, but it's not about global warming itself. It is that high-ranking people from fossil fuel companies actually banded together to intentionally spread that global warming was fake. That happened.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
There was a U.S. organization. It was the Information Council of the Environment or something. That was specifically created to run propaganda against global warming on U.S. television. And guess what? It worked.
Yeah.
Some people now don't
Yeah.
believe in global warming
So
because,
yeah,
again,
Yeah.
so that, if you want to find a conspiracy,
that
happened. And that's
those
also-
are usually the ones.
that's also provable, by the way, that happened.
There-
Those
I mean, there-
commercials ran
actually,
on TV.
You all
Against,
probably have heard about this,
global
but there's one going on right now. You've probably seen the headlines: people dying from vaping right now, right? Oh, it's
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
yeah, worst thing
it's
ever.
all over the
Yes.
place.
Yeah, that's a conspiracy
That
going
is
on right in
big
front of you.
tobacco spreading that. That is a fact that the
Yeah.
Truth campaign was actually ran initially by by the companies who sell legal drugs to try to turn people off, but these days it's being used by the big tobacco
Yeah,
to actually turn
Absolutely.
people off of vaping to keep selling their cigarettes.
Right, right.
exactly.
Interesting.
And by the way, the few deaths that were linked to vaping are not linked to vaping because of any sort of nicotine products, but because of THC
No.
products. And God knows what
Yes,
people
exactly.
put in there.
And
in
it's
their vape pens.
unadulterated black market THC
Oh, of
products.
course.
It's not legal products.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
no,
stuff
no.
that you get from
It's-
Willie
it's
on the
some,
corner.
It's some homebrew stuff, like some stuff that you are not supposed to
Exactly.
vape. Absolutely.
Right.
So it's like back in the day, the homemade moonshiners and stuff. Yeah, that's
Right.
how that goes right now. Yeah,
Nicotine
that's
itself in safe doses is not harmful to the
No.
human body.
it's just addictive.
it's
Nicotine is
actually
just-
beneficial.
Yes,
It's
it can
it's
be
an
beneficial.
addictive substance. It's not. I think
It
it's
is.
mostly neutral. It's addictive. It's not very harmful itself. That's true.
you know what's also
Yeah.
not harmful?
Good.
What's not harmful?
Marijuana. That the marijuana being a
man,
bad drug was
be
spread
quiet. Not so
because
fast, not
the
so
U.S.
fast.
government wanted to do something against
That's
hippies.
Not so fast. Marijuana still does have an effect on your mental capabilities and is
Yeah. Why are
Wait,
you under the influence?
on your what? On your what?
Mental
mental
capability.
capabilities.
But
no,
only
it has
while
an
you're on the
effect your
influence.
short-term memory.
Yes. Yeah. That is mental capability.
Yeah, but short-term,
It
like
does. I mean, anything that gets
Yeah.
you high is going to have an effect on your
Yeah.
cognitive.
First of all,
functions.
marijuana still is it's addictive and it does have yes. It, has
It
a
is
cognitive
not
effect.
chemically addictive, it's just habit forming. So is pretty much
Well,
anything if you do it
It
often
is.
enough.
It is mentally addictive. It is not physically addictive. You can't physically get addicted to THC
right.
Yeah.
like you could with an opiate.
Gee, we don't want to go down
Like
that
if you
road.
stop doing THC, you're not going to get withdrawals from it
Right.
like you would
Exactly.
an opiate.
Now stop doing tabs for a week and tell me how you feel.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're going to feel like crap.
Yo, let's get back on Deja Vu.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Well, with the scientific skeptics, someone who doesn't believe in the spirituality aspect of it, if you will.
Satan worshiper.
Well, okay. Well, the explanation is that you actually have a malfunction going on in your temporal cortex,
Yeah.
the side parts of your brain that's right by your temple, of course. And the amygdala is the part of your brain that controls your visual memory.
Right.
So when you have a malfunction in your temporal cortex, it actually sends a false visual memory to your amygdala, which causes you to misremember something and feel like you have done it.
Before we go any
Before.
further, Smokey, please spell amygdala.
Amygdala?
I guess I need to
Please
say it before you
pronounce
can.
Pronounce amygdala.
Just spell that for me, please.
Well, you could have me there. Amegdela.
I think
What do we
increases
have
Y.
for him, Johnny?
I want to say it's Y.
But-
I'm not sure.
Y or I, but not E.
Yeah.
I believe it's.
I was
wanna
just
say
sounding it
it's-
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Amygdala. I think it's AMYGD.
Might be AMY or AMI.
ALA.
Knowing the medical community, that might also be both ways might be correct.
yeah.
Spelling it's
Leave
I mean,
it to
it's
the
definitely
Germans
Latin.
to try to correct the Americans. Leave it to the Germans.
Okay,
Oh, the medical
listen.
community
It's
is
Latin.
probably cussing
It's not
at us
English.
right now if they're watching.
It's Latin. That's
Yeah,
about
it's
as
not-
foreign
It
to
is
us
Latin.
as it is to you.
exactly. So
Except
course,
that we
all
used to be part of the
medical
Roman
terms are
Empire.
Latin.
so yeah,
for
Smokey
some
obviously
reason.
with the rational bomb, that is the most accepted explanation of the phenomenon that is deja vu, and I will tend to sign off on that because it seems the most likely.
There is a situation, a phenomena that happens. I don't even know that you would call it a phenomena, but there is a circumstance that happens to a lot of people where they experience deja vu on a daily basis, all the time. And all those cases have proven to have a major malfunction and damage to their temporal cortex.
What is the definition of phenomena, though?
An
Well, it's a plural
abnormality.
phenomenon.
I'm gonna look that up. I don't know because that's all.
Man,
in itself
JJ,
is
you're
a
a
dubious
douche,
word.
dude.
It is.
You be trying to belittle me, man.
No, I mean,
JJ's the bully.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Alex was the bully. JJ's the bully now.
He's the mental bully.
He's like, oh, really, dude? Come on, bro. You should know that.
I didn't say you should know it. I literally just said it's a plural
Okay,
phenomenon.
a phenomenon is a fact, but that's not a definition still. A fact or situation that is observed to exist or happen, especially one whose cause or explanation is in question. Is a phenomenon.
Interesting.
You could almost tag anything with that.
Yeah, but also the especially non-explainable
with the
part doesn't
question,
really
yeah.
fit the general use case that well.
Exactly.
Well, we brought up a point or a scenario where I experienced deja vu. Alex, JJ, Smokey, can you name something to where you have experienced deja vu that has happened recently and that was so vivid that you really thought you have been there before?
I don't recall one right offhand recently. I'm sure it's happened recently, but not one that I recorded to memory specifically. I've had multiple situations as a child, just random things like walking in the kitchen and seeing my grandma cook something, and I'm like, and I didn't even know what it was.
Come on, what you over there cooking, girl?
Yeah, I mean, and as a kid, I rationalized it as I had this book of memories in my brain somehow that I knew about before they happened. And I mean, I guess that's basically what deja vu is. Kind of, and that was the only thing I could think of as a kid to rationalize what was happening. But it happened all the time,
right? When
I was a child, and I didn't know it was called deja vu. But
JJ, how about you? Do you have anything reoccurring things that you?
I don't think I've ever experienced deja vu. I have
really
had cases where where something happened after I thought about it that seemed very similar, but not in a deja vu manner.
Okay.
But as in I can concretely tell you when I thought of it, and then like a day later it happened. But that isn't the same thing.
Because the deja vu matter is sort of like all of a sudden, like an instant. I've been here before. This exact thing happened.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
Yes.
That's how that is. I also cannot pinpoint to a specific scenario. I know the only thing I noted is I have experienced it in the past, but very rarely. It doesn't happen to me much. Maybe like once once a year or something. I would roughly estimate. I also cannot point to a specific situation or memory of that.
I don't think it has ever happened to me.
I know it happened before, but very, very rarely. It barely happens. That's all.
Interesting. It seems.
But I know the sensation of it, which is why I was able to explain it to you. It's a sudden thing. It's all of a sudden like snap situation. This exact thing happened, and sometimes it's even like I'm gonna know what's happening. I know what's gonna happen in the next 5 seconds. That sort of thing. You ever get that?
That's so
I know
crazy.
I know what he's about to say. For example, I know what he's about to say, and then he says it. I was like, wow.
You know what? That's crazy you said that because I've experienced deja vu on that level before, to where I've been in the situation or scenario of where I'm experiencing deja vu, and I'll tell the person that's next to me, "Hey, my phone's about to ring," and guess what? My phone rings.
I've had that experience quite a few
That's
times.
really good.
Or can you call this deja vu? I don't know if you can call this deja vu, but like, let's say you're thinking of, like, let's say, damn, I'm thinking of Smoke Dog, and man, me and Smokey had a good conversation, and 2 minutes later, my phone rings, and guess who it is?
The severe skeptic would call that a coincidence.
A coincidence.
Yeah.
But that is
severe.
You could also call that premonition.
Yeah.
Not necessarily deja vu.
But that's
but
not related
premonition.
to deja vu directly. And
Because-
that also can't be explained the same way the deja vu can. Because if you think you thought of something a split second before it happened, that could still be your brain just ordering the events wrong.
Yeah.
But if you tell someone that something is gonna happen, and then it happens, it can't possibly just be in your head.
Yeah.
Or could that mean I'm psychic?
No.
Could be.
I don't
Psychic-
think you
He
have
says
ESP.
no because
Wait, psychic's real or not?
No.
No.
I can't say that. Well, I can tell you from my experience what I've been through. I have actually had dreams the night before of something that happens during the day after that. And this is no BS. This is true, real. It happened to me. Like I literally have had dreams multiple times throughout my life where the exact events with the slight alteration would happen the very next day.
Important question. Was it
Yeah.
an unexpected event or was it something that you had planned out? For example,
No,
I
unexpected.
know I'm going to
Unexpected.
Disneyland tomorrow, and then I'm dreaming of Disneyland, and I go to Disneyland.
No. That's just.
You had to bring it back there, huh?
I knew that was coming, JJ. Coming.
No, I literally had a dream one night where this is very mundane and there's nothing exciting about it, but I drove by a gas station in my dream and saw that the price of the gas was 4
You
cents
told me about
a gallon.
This.
Yes.
You told me about this.
Yes, this actually happened. It was 4 cents a gallon. This is a slight alteration of what actually happened in the events. But I decided, man, that's really cheap gas. Where am I going to get gas for 4 cents a gallon? So I go away and I'm like, I got to get back to that gas station before I go home. And I come back and the gas had raised up to its normal price of what it was actually that day, the day after.
$74,000 a gallon.
So, well, here's the thing. I went by that exact gas station the very next day after this dream, and the gas was a normal price, what it was in the dream, as a matter of fact. So I drove back by the gas station on the way home and saw that they had raised the price by 4 cents.
Wow.
And that
sounds
is no
like
lie.
a coincidence.
Yeah, that sounds a bit coincidental. Yeah, if it had
Y'all
actually
are just
Well,
but
yes,
that's
I mean,
that's still a regular scenario, except for the small brain glitch that it wasn't actually at 4 cents per gallon.
yes.
You know, regulating gas price and stuff, and it just so happens to be the same interval. I would not write it up to anything other than that.
I have had a gas station raise the price by 4 cents a liter while I was pulling up. Like, I looked at the sign.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cheap. I pulled up, and like by the time I was actually filling up my car, they had fucking raised the price by 4 cents. And I was like, you're fucking kidding me,
That's
right?
unfortunate, yeah.
Well, you could easily chalk that.
I know
up
that doesn't
to
have anything to do with
if
the
it
situation.
happened once.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it has happened multiple times. And I guess you could still, I mean, any skeptic's going to say everything's a coincidence.
yeah.
But that's not fun.
No,
Well,
that's
it's not,
fun. No,
but,
of course not fun.
you know,
But
sadly,
it
reality
might
isn't
be
fun.
the most realistic and rational explanation when it comes down to judging it scientifically.
I mean, we would have a really boring podcast if we said,
Right.
Yeah.
hey,
If we-
you know, there's a bunch of conspiracies out
It's
there.
all
There's a bunch of
coincidence.
esoteric things, everything.
Yeah.
And my thing is,
Done. No need for episode 2.
why are we so quick to pass everything off as coincidence? Why can't it be something abnormal? Why
Occam's
can't
razor.
Occam's razor.
man, we keep going back. I'm so sick of Occam. He owes me $50. I'm sick of hearing Occam's name.
We're going to put you in the Occam Asylum.
I'm so sick of hearing his name.
That was clever.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. Maybe it's not all coincidence. Maybe something is really going on here.
I just figured if Occam drove you crazy, might want to be in the asylum. I don't know.
Man, me and fuck Occam.
No, but the
The
thing
fact
with
is,
the,
it happened multiple times, so I could only think that that's a premonition. That is not deja vu.
yeah, the prophetic
Yeah,
But
dreams.
if you want to get,
It's the problem. Is
there
that
are
the-
very.
what you
go
said
ahead.
was vaguely connected to what happened, so that seems like a relatively weak example. If you have better
Definitely wasn't
examples, it would be
vaguely,
more
it was-
convincing.
It was
Vividly.
quite precise, yes, with a slight alteration.
I mean,
it wasn't vaguely.
you pretty much knew very likely that you were gonna pass that gas station.
Yeah.
You probably do that on a
Right.
regular basis. The gas prices changing by 4 cents isn't very rare.
No.
You just happened to dream of that gas station, and the number 4 was involved. You drove past the gas station, and number 4 was involved again.
But
the
you're
human
so-
brain likes
you're
to see patterns where there are none.
Now here's the thing. For example, if you had dreamed it the way that it actually happened, on the way there, this is the price. On the way back, the price is 4 cents higher, and then the exact same prices on both sides would have happened the day after. That would have been a bit more impressive, I think. But it was basically
of course. I would have been impressed with myself if that's how it played out.
the whole real world thing is basically that's completely normal, right? Let's establish it from that. The whole real, you drive by that gas station, the price raises a bit. It's all completely normal. You dreaming of that gas station is also not extraordinary because it's a place you know in real life, so it's in your memory. That's completely normal. The only thing that is abnormal is the little glitch in your brain when you dreamt of the price being 4 cents per gallon. So,
But you keep saying glitch in his brain. What if this is an actual scientific phenomenon? To where something is really going on.
Or an unexplained
a
phenomenon.
scientific
Right,
phenomenon
or
in the brain.
unexplained.
Yeah, I mean,
See, that's
But
just it.
a
That's
glitch is a scientific phenomenon, isn't it? Like a glitch.
Maybe
is,
scientific isn't the word I should have used.
But
it's like-
I'll give you the explanation. It is a glitch in the Matrix.
the
Lord.
simulation theory. Oh, I love
It
that
is
one.
the simulation.
We'll save that one for another podcast. I think we're almost an
we
hour
have
in.
to actually. We
All right.
haven't done that yet.
Before we go out, there's just a couple variations. There's also a phenomenon.
Go.
Yes, I am confusing syllables and upcoming words, but there is also a phenomena called Presque Vu.
And Vujade.
Well, you say Vuzade, and apparently that is an accepted phenomena somewhere amongst the internet community,
But that's slaughtered
Dude,
French,
I can't
though.
get no love here.
but not in psychology.
Man, I can't. Go ahead.
That's
dude.
just
Y'all
slang
just
term
treat-
for the
what?
opposite of deja vu, which is what he's about to say.
Yeah.
Well, that is what it is.
But the opposite deja.
But that's not
Which
the
is
real term
Vujade.
for it. But that's not the real term for it. That's just turning the
Okay,
thing
what's
around.
Then what's the real term for it?
He just said it.
Presque vous.
Presque vu.
No, well, Presque Vu is yes, it is kind of is the opposite. It's when you can't remember something that you actually know.
Yes.
To be
You're in a
factual.
familiar situation, but it seems strange to you. It's
But
the
that's not
opposite.
Vujade. One of you guys pull up Google Vujade. It's literally the exact opposite of deja vu.
And what is that?
I'm not. What do you mean? What is that? You know
What-
what deja vu is? Just
Yeah,
do the
what is the
opposite of that.
Yeah, that's what Shimoki said. Deja vu is you're in a strange situation, it seems familiar. Presque vu is you're in a familiar situation, it seems strange. That's
As
exact-
JJ's over there
Vujade, something
Googling
familiar viewed with a fresh view.
Yes.
And it links to the Wikipedia article of Deja Vu, jumping to Jamais Vu.
Jamais vu.
That's what I was gonna say. That is actually
From French
called
meaning
jamais
never
vu.
seen.
Yeah, that means never seen. Yeah.
When there is something that you absolutely have seen and you know that you have seen it before,
Right,
but it
you've
all
never
seems
seen it.
yes, but it all
Yeah.
seems completely
Which
And
is
different.
the opposite
that-
of deja vu.
Yes,
That's
and
jamais.
Hollywood. The only point I'm making is that phenomenon isn't scientifically called Vujade because that doesn't make any
Yes.
sense linguistically.
That's a
Okay,
well, that's an
cool.
accepted term amongst the internet.
Yeah, it's
community.
a,
And
it's a
I've
slang
never
term
said
for
it
that
was
phenomenon.
science.
All good. It's all
Right.
good.
I never said no.
Yeah, it's all
No.
good.
God dang it. No. I'm sick of y'all denouncing me. I'm sick of that. No, I'm being dead serious. I'm pulling this out right now. I'm sick of y'all denouncing me. As if I am the most unintelligent.
Give 'em hell, Hollywood.
You got dang right. Y'all finna hear this. No, I'm sick of that.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm joking. Damn, they over there serious. I'm joking, bro.
We know what you meant. Okay. We know you
Kick
meant
his
the
ass,
opposite of deja
Seabass.
vu.
I'm surprised that the Wikipedia article for Deja Vu doesn't actually mention alter vu,
Yes.
also known as the Mandela effect.
Yeah. Which
But
you all know.
I was about to say you've talked about that extensively.
And
before.
we have
And I believe we
covered
did
that
too at some
multiple
point.
times.
Did we?
I want to say we.
I just want.
I want to say we've
Go
at
ahead,
least
I'm
brought it
sorry.
up somewhere. I'm not sure if we did it as a full topic.
Right? Yeah.
Damn, dude, what was that? Oh, guys, wait, are y'all into Mandela effects at all?
We've talked about it. We've heard of it. Yeah. Not as extensively
know
as
that-
you.
Y'all know that song by Seal that was in Batman Forever?
You talked about that last week on your podcast.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot
Which
to
we-
listen to the podcast.
Which we've previously established that we've watched. So yes.
Hey, Smokey,
Do
look.
you think
But
that
did you
it
know
was
that
Kiss
most-
from a Rose?
Wait, is it Kiss from a Grave or
Or
Kiss
on
from
the
a Grave?
Okay, honestly,
A rose on the
I didn't know the
grave
lyrics
or
to that
grave.
one. I recognized the song when you sang it, but I didn't know the lyrics to that
Can we
one.
please sing it?
But here's,
Ooh, I wanna get it straight.
you're cutting out a little bit there.
Even the roses have bloomed.
I think you're having deja vu.
The light hits the moon.
having Joe
on
Maple.
Oh,
That might
no.
have been Presque Vu.
Dude,
Okay,
that was my song.
No, but here's the thing, right? A lot of the cases of the Mandela effect are things that are being remembered in a way that would make more sense than they actually were, like you pointed out.
Yeah.
The lyrics don't make sense. The lyrics you thought were there made more sense.
Alright, so
there is this one TV show about those bears.
The Berenstein Bears.
The
The Berenstain
Berenstein.
Bear. I remember
Yeah.
it being.
Because Steen is an accepted Jewish
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, because that's
Right.
how
Whereas
you would
Stain-
normally spell it.
That's how you would normally spell it. Yeah.
Yes.
God,
And the same
y'all
thing
are
with-
chills.
The Monopoly Man with the goggle,
I
with a
know,
goggle, with a monocle is also just it's something that goes
Yeah,
well with his
yeah,
outfit. Thereby,
exactly.
it makes sense to think that he might have worn
Yeah.
one.
It's
He
something
didn't.
that over a long
Now,
time, because you haven't seen it in years and years and years, you just kind of misremembered a little bit. That's
Your
no,
memory,
that's-
the more often you recall a memory, funnily enough, the more wrong it gets.
yeah, that's true.
All right, I'll say this. Every time we discuss a topic on our show, I do give the skeptic's view also.
Yeah, he's a skeptic.
Not necessarily. I'm agnostic. But
That
I
has
always-
nothing to do with your religion.
No, this is not religion.
Well, you could be
can
agnostic about anything, not just religion.
anything.
Hey man,
But
I'm
I
just gonna
always,
leave this to y'all.
I
I'm out of
always
this.
give that view.
I'm out of this podcast. Yo, I'm done.
What happened? Keep going.
So now that he's gone, let's have some real discussions, huh?
Now, what do you got,
Now the
Smokey? What
podcast
was
just
it gonna
got
say?
boring.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm the life of the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm
I
guessing.
don't have any
Hold on.
intelligent interpretations, but I'm the life of it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been demonetized when we started talking about 9/11.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, Smoke.
I don't remember what I was saying, but please hit a like and subscribe and just leave us a comment, for God's sake.
What was he saying? Seriously, I forget.
No, seriously, what were
Oh
you
yes,
saying?
usually
I don't
you're
Yeah.
the skeptic.
Oh,
You're
okay.
agnostic.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
I'm agnostic, but I always give the skeptic view. The same thing you guys are saying
Yeah.
are
yeah.
things that I've covered in the past
Uh-huh.
episodes every time we discuss a topic. But
Yeah.
I kind of like being in the middle here because I can see him who believes everything. You guys believe nothing.
I believe nothing.
Okay, we don't believe nothing. That's also not.
No,
not
I
true.
believe you guys, you,
You
and you guys believe that we.
No, that's all a matter of perception and how what side you're taking, because you believe every conspiracy you hear.
That's not true.
Just as
Oh, wait.
as true as that
And
we
if you
believe
don't
that we
believe it,
don't
you'll
believe
make up
everything.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear the new conspiracy? I'm real.
No, boy, what do you
Go
got?
for it.
Y'all want to hear Alex, JJ?
Is it
Y'all
North
y'all
Korea?
ready for this?
Is it North Korea this time? Is that what it
No,
is?
no.
Okay, what
Y'all
is it?
ready for this?
Yeah.
Forests aren't real.
What isn't real?
He says the forest.
Forests, trees.
The woods.
If any forest, any tree, any woodland area.
Okay,
you go
listen,
into-
I've been to the forest,
Oh.
okay?
No, yes, you
There's
were
one
seeing.
right-
Go ahead,
Right out my back door, there's a forest, okay? I've been there.
bro.
There's
we
trees
live in,
there. There's moss
we live
there.
We live
Keep
in
going.
Covington, Georgia. Trust me. What you were
Yeah.
we live in the sticks.
Okay, so what are we seeing then? That's not the forest.
Okay. We will
No
get on
way.
that to another podcast.
No,
I
tell
don't
me.
know. I
Oh,
wanna
wait,
hear
no,
this
no,
now.
no. I want this. Let's go. No
You
way.
can't
Alright,
blue ball
okay,
the audience.
Okay, all right. And this ties into flat Earth, but on a flat Earth. No, then I'm not gonna even explain.
Do
Heck
it.
No.
Alex,
Because
shut
y'all
up.
make
Hollywood
mockeries of
explain.
me, man, and I'm just doing. I'm cool.
Do it.
God,
Why are forests not real?
God gave me the
Look,
ability.
This is no different
I
than
don't-
every
I thought
time
you don't
bring
believe
up
in
a
God.
theory and you say bullshit.
What were you saying, JJ?
I thought you said you don't believe in God.
Who said that?
You
You
last
can't
week.
believe in
last
flat
week-
Earth unless you believe in a God.
you
I
guys
believe in
out
a
of
creator.
you guys out of
Ah,
your.
Anyways, get the
Keep going.
forest thing.
I love
God-
you guys, dude.
God gave you an ability.
Forest, Hollywood. Why are forests not real?
All right, Forrest. Okay. Oh man, y'all are gonna call me crazy. All right.
Well,
y'all
yes,
already
but
call me
continue.
crazy.
But that's why you're here. So spit it out.
No, I don't want to be here just to be called crazy, man.
Why
All right,
are forests
okay.
not real, Hollywood?
No, it's not that they're not real. It's that what they are called and what they are being portrayed to us as woodlands, as living, breathing things that give out this chlorophyll and suck in the earth. I mean, suck in the sun's rays and create photosynthesis to eat. It's not really that. What it is basically a live. See, you're already laughing. I don't want to.
I'm not laughing.
No, I
wanna
Stern
hear it.
face,
No one's
bro.
laughing.
This
I've
Google,
never heard this theory.
Honey,
dude. It. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do it. Because please, let's say
Hollywood,
this
listen to me. Let me just tell you this, okay? It cannot get more ridiculous than flat Earth, okay? Just keep going and just
you
say
say
it.
flat Earth is ridiculous,
Yes.
but it's not ridiculous.
Yes, it's absolutely
You've never.
ridiculous.
No, it's not. You've
Without
never been to the
laughing,
moon.
stern face, Hollywood, stern face, look at me, stern face. Believing the Earth is flat is lunacy. Now tell us why forests aren't real.
Wait a minute. Okay, now look
Sorry.
at me. Have
Yes.
you ever been to the moon?
No, I've not.
Have you ever been to the moon?
No, I've not.
Have you ever been out of Earth's atmosphere?
No, I have not.
How do you know the Earth is round?
Scientific research.
Okay.
How about photography?
How about
Possible.
photography?
How about ancient sailors?
How about the horizon? Ships disappearing
All right, let's just
slowly behind the horizon. How about that?
look. We just need to get off because Smokey doesn't like when I talk about this, and this is my co-host. Dog,
Understand.
this is my boat. This is my brother. I love him, but I'm not finna disrespect him because I know he don't like talking about this stuff.
Yes.
And we will talk about it on other podcast.
Hollywood,
But
the forest.
just
Now,
Right, you know. Okay, if you don't want to bring it up, that's also cool. I'm gonna say again what I said because I feel like I have to
if
say it
you're
every time.
watching, Google this. I'm sure there's a theory
Sure.
thrown about amongst the internet. So
Yes.
Google this. And we will talk about this off air.
on the next podcast. Well, it's called guys. Do some research. It's called "Forest Can't Exist on a Flat Earth." It can't.
Cool.
What you see
Wait, so
trees.
I have no.
for the theory to work, you have to accept a premise that we're already
No,
rejected.
you-
That's great.
No, you don't. You don't.
Yes, we
You
reject
don't.
the flat Earth. So why should I look? If forests can exist
this
on a
is
round Earth,
This is my thing. Why are you so quick to reject a flat Earth when you've never been to
I'm not
the
quick
moon?
to reject flat Earth. I'm 2,000 years of geology research deep into rejecting the flat Earth.
Could that 2,000 years of geology evidence that you have given, could that possibly be BS?
Well, here's the thing.
Could it be?
Could-
Yes.
yes.
Is
Yes,
it
there could
realistically?
be
No.
an ultimate conspiracy out there that's been handed down through the ages and through the ages.
No,
But then you also have to say, okay, well, am I these YouTube makers
no.
that are claiming this
no.
stuff? Could that be BS? And people are most likely going to believe the knowledge that has been handed down over what these YouTube
Listen.
creators are saying.
Listen,
Scientific knowledge.
scientific knowledge. You're right.
Knowledge, not belief.
The people who landed on the moon in 1967, those are not the same
69,
people who
I
landed.
think.
Yeah, these are two different people. This is a total generational gap. These are two totally different people. What I'm saying is my phone is blowing up. But what I'm saying is the people who, okay, if I tell you 1 + 1 = 2,
Yes.
Yeah.
you have been embedded in your brain. You have been taught in your brain, without a doubt, 1 + 1 = 2. That has been instilled in you from a child, that you know 1 + 1 = 2.
But
Correct.
you could also count the objects.
Yes.
Correct. No, I'm not saying 1 + 1 = 2 is wrong. I'm not
Yes.
saying that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is you've been indoctrinated. You've been taught that this is what it is. There's
Yeah.
nothing other than what you have been taught.
Correct.
Go outside of that box. Go outside of that box and say, hey, what if this? What if that? maybe this. Instead of being so stern on what you were taught as a child, as a prepubescent teenager, if what you have been taught as someone that your prefrontal cortex is forming, so anything they tell you, you are going to automatically, guys, everyone here in this room believe that at some point Santa Claus came down your freaking chimney and put. No, you're laughing.
Yes,
I'm not laughing.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone in this play, you guys believe that Santa Claus came down your chimney and put gifts under your tree. You grew up and realized that was fake. Everyone listening to this right now, when you grew up, you thought that an Easter bunny went out there, planted eggs, and went out there and found them, and you got a prize.
Yes.
Turns out it's BS.
Yes.
I was just a little suspect of the tooth fairy.
And Hollywood, let me say this. I'm going to say this in the most respectful way I can. You are correct in what you just said. The point, and exactly why, and I think you're putting a bit of self-awareness out there right now, is we grow up, and as we grow up, we mature and realize that the ridiculous things that we believed are not real, since they are ridiculous. We tend to understand the rationality behind it.
Except for the religion part. Most people don't understand
a lot of people who grow up religious, that's for some reason, that's a different thing to them.
JJ just brought up a good point. The religion part.
Yeah.
Alex, I want to ask Smokey, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
JJ, don't say nothing. Alex, I'm talking to you.
No, I said it, shouldn't say it. No.
Yes.
God, Jesus, real or fake?
Jesus of Nazareth as a person existed. God, Jesus, supernatural, religious stuff, all fake.
Why?
Because it isn't scientifically explainable and doesn't make sense with our current understanding of physics.
Okay, keyword scientifically.
Yes.
Smokey, Jesus, real or fake?
Yeah, I believe the person really existed.
Yeah.
God, real or fake?
I believe there is a creator out there somewhere.
Is he in heaven, sitting on a cloud somewhere?
No, I don't believe that.
JJ, Jesus, real or fake?
Real.
God, real or fake?
Fake.
Okay. When you were children, you were taught that Jesus is the Son of God.
I was not, but JJ was.
I was, yeah.
Okay.
I went to Sunday school for quite a while. Yeah.
JJ just said that God is fake. Those were the words that just came out of your mouth verbatim.
Yeah.
So if you can be misdirected on your religion, on your faith that you have been lied to since you were a child, could you not have the same perception over what you live on?
I started noticing some logical faults in the Christian religion when I was in about, 6th, 7th grade, which at first then started with me doing the whole, maybe you shouldn't take the Bible word for word.
Yeah.
Maybe, but you should take NASA
maybe
word
just
for
symbolic,
word, right?
And then the next thing was, there still is a lot of inconsistencies, and at some point I realized that the whole God of the Gaps thing just doesn't make sense. It's just rationalization for an already held belief. So that's
But you take NASA word for word. You take NASA word for word, right? Whatever they tell you, you believe it. Don't do any experiments on your own. Just take our word for it. You take that, right?
The reason why I started disbelieving the religion stuff is because I noticed inconsistencies and contradictions between the religion, first of all, and itself.
Yeah.
It is inherently contradictory, and between things as they were scientifically explained and as I personally experienced them. That being said, I've never encountered anything that directly contradicted the scientific understanding that we have. Thereby, I never had a reason to doubt it. That being said, a lot of the experiments that people have done to supposedly, alright, I have to be because proof.
No, please continue.
That the flat Earth is real have very easily been shown to be wrong.
I don't know if the Earth is flat. I don't know if the Earth is round, and neither do you. You don't either. No, you don't. You've never been to the moon.
I have personally witnessed the horizon, something on a discernibly flat surface going down.
There is a bend. The Earth possesses a curvature. You can verify that.
You cannot say that the Earth is flat. You could maybe argue that it's like a hemisphere or something like that.
No.
A partial sphere, but
You're
not
the
a flat
perception
surface.
of the human
Smokey's
eye.
like this close to hanging himself on the spot right now. I can tell.
Well, hang yourself, damn it. We're going
We should get off this.
We'll do
We
this
should-
another set.
we should
This is
really
my
do
dog,
this
and I
off
gotta
the air.
respect him.
Yeah, we should really do this off the air. We should.
As a matter of fact, we
Yeah,
should probably
because-
just right after this record another podcast just
Yeah.
without Smokey, just with
No,
Leonard.
no, no.
You
we're
know,
not-
this
not
is
gonna
what I think is so crazy. Y'all are so quick to say, "Oh, well, the scientists prove this," or "Hey, the government
Yeah.
proved this."
Keyword, Hollywood, keyword,
Proved.
Proved. Not alleged, not
Exactly.
suspected, not
But
believed.
keyword. No, you guys use the keyword prove. I'm using the keyword they. They proved it.
Okay.
What have you proved?
Why do I have to prove it if I can see that it is factual by someone proving it to me?
Okay.
Also, have you ever heard
have
of
you
peer
watched
review?
them do those experiments? Have you watched them do that?
I have
If
seen
they
their
tell-
documented results of those experiments.
Also,
yes,
again,
you're
peer
right. Okay,
review.
wait,
No scientific argument will be.
Keep
Wait,
going.
no. Let me say this. Let's say if you put baking soda and vinegar, if you put that together,
Yeah.
and you've never done this in your life, and they say, "Hey, if you put baking soda and vinegar
Yeah.
together, it's going to create some sort of volcanic eruption."
Yeah.
You've never done this in your life. You're going to say,
Yes.
"You know what? Oh, it's going to create a volcanic eruption."
Because I've
But
seen
then
it
when
being
you
done.
actually, right? But when you do it yourself and you see, "Hey, oh well, this doesn't create a volcanic eruption,"
Yeah.
even though it does. But what I'm saying is if you do it on your own and you say, "Well, they've been
Yeah.
telling me,"
Yes.
for instance, back to the Santa Claus, back to
Yes.
the
Okay, you know what? No, come
Easter-
on. We said we're gonna stop with this. We're gonna discuss it off the air. I'm just gonna say, okay, we'll take you to see a sunset at some point, so you can do it by yourself. But let's actually get
yeah.
off this. Let's end
Smokey,
the
wake
podcast.
your ass up,
We have
boy.
a song. We have a song of the week. We have a song of the week set up. Hopefully, you guys also have, and we can discuss this forever and ever off the air, because we do it every time anyway, so we don't have to keep stretching it. So how about that? Do you guys want to start with your songs of the week?
Yes.
Let's
You want to go with yours first?
Go ahead.
All right. My song of the week is called "Summertime Sadness" by Lana Del Rey,
Ooh.
and it's the screwed and chopped version. It's an amazing song. Check it out.
I really don't like that song because it's like, ugh.
Yeah, no, it's so repetitive.
But the
It's-
screwed and chopped version's pretty good.
Okay, I mean, I'll give it a shot. Obviously, I'll give everything a fair
What you
shot.
got, Smoke?
I got Everything You Know Is Wrong by Weird Al.
Are you Weird Al?
That's
That
good.
is definitely my song of the week right now.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
perfect.
You know what?
to
That's
tie in
relevant.
No
with
better
this
pick.
song.
No better pick. 10 out of 10. Can't disagree. JJ, what's your song of this week?
My song of the week actually only loosely relates to the discussion
Okay.
because we did bring up God. It's Like a Prayer by Madonna. That's a classic.
Oh, good
Not one.
song.
No, it's not a good song.
No, it is a good song.
I don't
That's
like
a
it either.
good
Yes.
song. Alex, you're the minority here.
Yeah, let me be the minority. I'm cool with that. I don't like that song at all. My song of the week is going to be "Not Meant to Be" by Theory of a Dead Man, which is the best song that was listed today. Even though Weird Al Yankovic
song.
always gets extra points from me.
Smokey
Yes.
had a good song though. That was a good
Yes,
song.
absolutely. That is true. That was a good song. So I think
Guys-
I like that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm
Go
done.
ahead.
No, I just said I think I
Well-
liked it. I liked it. That's all I said.
Awesome.
All right, close us out.
Yeah, guys, this has been a great episode. You guys got anything else for the people out there?
No, we don't. I'm not going to take another shot right now because I want to get over with this.
Smoke Dog, you got anything else for the
Oh, I have one
I-
more thing actually, Hollywood, and not a
Alright.
personal shot at all. That bet we talked about. Are you going to accept that?
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
Are we not? Okay, I thought we were in.
Wait, you're talking about the fantasy football?
No. The you and JJ making 10 videos this year together. you said
Sir,
you
we
wanted to
still
do
have a month to go. We
Yeah.
still have a month to go.
Okay, let's do 5. Let's name a number. Actually, 5.
Actually, we got almost 2 months still.
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, take a month
It's
and
the
a half.
beginning of November.
So 5 videos in
They
2 months.
haven't
How about
lost
that?
yet.
Smokey's over here like counting on us.
So Hollywood, 'cause you told me last
So
time.
Smoke is trying to bait
Yeah,
you.
to Hollywood. You told me
Right.
last time that you wanted to bet me that you and JJ could do 5 videos together or 10, whatever it was. I'll give you 5. So do you want to
Okay.
take that bet?
JJ, do you want to take that bet?
No, I wouldn't take the bet, but I would be willing to do it. I would be willing to do the videos. I'm not gonna take that bet. Mostly because I don't have full control over that.
The point is that Hollywood JJ is not going to actively sabotage
in
you.
yourself.
Yeah,
I have no confidence in Hollywood, okay?
All right,
Let's not do this again.
Both the city and the person.
Yeah, then you have to prove him wrong.
Yeah, then I have to prove you wrong. Then yes, I will take that.
So the bet is on $10.
Sure.
$10 or euros. You can pick the currency. I don't care.
Well, our dollar is worth more than yours, so sure.
We don't have $1, and no, it's not. I think.
No, a US dollar is somewhere around 84,
Yeah, US dollar is less
87
than a
euro
euro.
cents around there.
Is more than $1.
Y'all
Yeah,
use euros?
Yes, we have
Yeah.
euros.
Yes, they're in
But
Europe.
Whatever you want. Let's do 10 euros then. Let's do 10 euros. That's cool.
All right, let's
it
do 10 euros.
10 euros in PayPal by the 31st
Shut
of
up, man.
What do you think we're
31st
using?
Hollywood. Virtual handshake. Hollywood.
They're using rubles over there.
Sergey's using rubles.
Hey, okay. I'm pretty sure I could get Sergey to give me 50 rubles.
We could get.
I'm pretty sure he had a
Yeah, all right,
ruble
we
bill
got
in his
this.
fucking
We
wallet.
got this.
The bet's on. Hereby officially declared.
Yes.
Cool. $10. 31st of December 2019 at midnight Eastern time if you want to. 5 videos, you and JJ on your own. Cool. Bet is on. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to seeing those videos. Now I'm done. Now I have anything. Now you can do the closing.
All right, great. Guys, everybody, thank y'all for checking out this 34th episode of the Trash Talk Podcast. And what number, you guys?
124, and you're on 44.
This is 44.
Or 100. I'm sorry.
44.
Thank you guys for checking out the 44th episode of the Trash Talk Podcast and the 134th episode.
24th. Mandela
24th
effect.
of the. Yeah,
24.
guys, thank y'all for checking out. This has been a great episode. I love talking to these guys.
Wonderful.
And they love talking to us, guys. With that being closed, we're gonna do our outro, and then they'll do their outro. So, with that being said, my name is Behringer Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cowan.
And JJ.
That's it.
Hollywood.
That's it.
Smokey. That's it.